This conference will now be recorded.
Hi. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hope everyone is doing safe. Okay. How is the vaccination going on in your places? Anybody vaccinated?
No, not yet, Vijay.
No, not yet.
How about you?
Get your vaccination, no? I'm actually planning my thing too.
There was a positive case at home.
Oh, in your home?
We have a wait period of around, if I'm not wrong, I guess.
No, I can't hear you, Satish.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a wait period of 8 weeks. So we were all just waiting phase by phase.
Oh, okay. 3 months, right? 3 months or 2 months waiting period.
2 months. So we have just have a approximate date now. So we'll be getting that done after June 15th.
Okay. Samir, is Likith joining with us today?
No, sir, I'll check with him.
That's fine. So, okay. So yesterday we talked about dot walkings, and we also talked about views. We talked about views. We talked about dot walkings. Okay. Talked about dot walkings. And now what we're going to talk about here is we're going to talk about styles. Okay. What is styles? Styles are being used. Okay. Styles are being used in on a field level. Okay. So let's say I have a use case. I have a use case. Wanted to change the color of field. Okay. And currently what it has, the background color, whatever you see, it's in white. So change that and change the font color. Change the font color. Also change the font size. How we do this? Okay. So for this we have a concept called styles. Okay. We use styles to configure. If you go on mute, guys, hearing a lot of background noise. Okay. So how do we do that? Right? There are two ways that we can define styles. Go to left navigation and type stylec styles and go to field styles. Here you can define your own style. Right? So hit on new. Okay. So now select the table. I want to select table, student information, and field name is something like student name. Then you can style here. So this is one way of navigation, or you can directly go from here. Information, hit on this, right click on it, configure styles. Remove, remove, and then add your style here, right? So remember these styles will be worked on based on CSS properties. Okay, CSS properties. So these CSS properties can be found in Google. You don't have to. I don't buy her all these things. And I always depend on Google. So what is the first thing that we want to achieve, right? So we wanted to change the background color. So background color. This is one CSS property. Change it to some green, or you can also go ahead and change it to RBG colors, right? RBG colors, right? So these are all the RBG colors you can choose, right? Whichever the color you feel that you want to choose, just go ahead and pick your color. So I will choose some decent, this one. Yeah, submit. Right? Automatic changes. Now the font color, right? So now the font color is in what? Font size in what? It's in normally I think it uses 17 pixels. Always the font will be calculated. The font will be calculated on pixels. Okay, pixels. Right? So here what we're going to do, we're going to change the font size. So configure styles. Go to the same page, right? And font hyphen size. On hyphen size, and you can increase something like 24 pixels there, right? Just update it. See now the font size is changed, something like this, right? Again, you can change it back to normal. Okay, 18 or 19. Then we also wanted to change the font color, right? So just color, and you can change the color to some, again, RBG color, or you can keep it as a red. Yeah. Okay. This is how it looks like, right? So what kind of use cases that we receive here? Okay. The most often we receive this use case when you go to the client side. What are the first use cases? Go to incident here. We always have an option called due date, right? So this due date, we will define some styles here. Okay. So you define multiple styles here. So based on your use cases. So what is a use case would be more of if due date is achieved. If due date is achieved, let me bring the due date. Configure font out due date. Right, something like this. If you select a due date as length 10th, so if the due date is tomorrow, it will convert to green color. Today it will convert to red. Past it will convert to amber. Something like this. So that's kind of a use cases that we'll see. Right? These conditions will be written over here. Condition will be written in the values that we will talk when we talk about scripting here. This is where we write the condition here, right? If due date is today, okay, then change the color to what? Color to some grid, okay. If due date is tomorrow, then it's green, right? Something like this. That's how you define the use cases. Okay, about styles. So now the question is, do I need to learn the CSS? No, you don't have to, right? So CSS properties, you will get a PDF, the complete CSS sheet. You can find it. It is a cheat. A little cheat. Yeah. So this is a cheat, right? So use this. Yeah. So this is a cheat. So this will be, this will looks like, I think this is a kind of Bible. Right? You can find your space in mechanistic. Yeah. Then you can write the code. So that's about the CSS properties. Yes. Just keep your CSS properties handy. Yeah. That's about the styles. Right. Now moving into the other use case is, if we have, let's say, if you go to student information, okay, student information, here, if you open this, right, you have a student grade here, right? So which is, right, so let me define this. Okay, so now what happens? I have grade A, grade B, grade C, grade A, grade B, grade C, and grade A, grade B, grade C. Now the use cases, I have 3 choice fields. Okay, subjects, sports, and overall grade. Okay, so if a person have got grade A in sports subject and grade A in sports, his overall grade should be grade A, right? Similarly, you have multiple combinations here, right? If grade B plus grade B is equal to grade B, grade C plus grade C is equal to grade C, right? Grade A plus grade B is equal to grade B. Grade C as grade A is equal to grade C, grade B, something like, grade B plus grade C is equal to grade C, right? These are all the combinations, right? Here, when this combination matches, I want the overall grade should be automatically set to grade B. When this combination match, I want overall grade should be automatically changed to grade C. This combination matches, this should be set, right? So what is the use case here? So if you wanted to have a more understanding, if a subject's got grade A, and overall grade should be automatically populated as grade A. Grade B and grade B, it should be grade B. One second. Okay, so something like this. This is a kind of a use case that we want to achieve here. So how did we achieve this use case? Right? So let me ask you this. So if you say this student, country, and city, how did we achieve this? What have you written here? If you see this what have we written here? We did this study, right? What have we written here? How did we are only seeing these things? Oh my God, am I hearing? Am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know, man? Do you remember what have we? How come? How did we achieve this use case? Anybody?
Dependency views.
Dependency views. So we have written a dependency views there, correct? We have written a dependency view here. So using a dependency, we achieve this. So do you think this can be achieved using a dependency? So what have we done here? So this particular field is being dependent on a single field called student country, correct? Student city is being dependent on single country, right? For example, if you go to configure dictionary here, and come down, okay, then you see this, okay. So this is dependent value can be single, right? But here, how many fields this particular overall grade need to be dependent on? Two fields, which is subject and sports, right? So can we achieve this using the same dependency views? No, we cannot achieve this. Then what is an option here? So for these kind of use cases, we have a concept called data lookup definitions. Okay, data lookup definitions. So we can achieve these kind of use cases using a data lookup definitions. Okay, using a data lookup definitions. What is data lookup definitions? How did we achieve this? For data lookup definition, there is a process. Interviewer will ask you the process. How did you write a data lookup definition? Right? There are multiple steps that were involved in writing the data lookup definitions. So what's the first one is you need to have your source data ready. Okay, you need to have your source data ready. This is your source, right? This is your source data ready, right? Perfect. When your source data is ready, then you need to create a matcher table. What is match table? We need to create another table. In that, we need to add all these matches. Then what plus what happen, what needs to be the result. Then what is a combination and what is a result? What is a combination? What is a result? What is a combination? What is a result? That everything we will write it in the match table. We'll create a new table, add the match, add the matches there, add the combinations there. We write the combinations there, right? So that is a create match table. Always remember this table must be extended with DL underscore matcher table. Okay. The matcher table what you create must be extended with the DL underscore matcher table. Interviewer will ask you, what happen if you don't extend this table with a DL underscore matcher? If you don't extend this table with DL underscore matcher, right? Your matcher table will not be, your matcher table won't be visible in data lookup definitions. Okay, data lookup definitions. That is data lookup definitions. Okay, so we need to create a matches. Once you have your source data ready, then your matcher table is ready. And what you need to do, you need to create a data lookup definitions. In this, what we will do is we will set what we will do, we will set here so matcher fields and setter fields. What do you mean by matcher fields and setter fields? What field need to be matched and what field need to be set. That we will define in the data lookup definition. Okay, that we will define in the data lookup definitions. So the first step is ready. The source data is ready. Now what we need to do, you need to create a new matcher table. A new match table. Let's go ahead and create a match table. Okay, table. Okay, this table must be extended with DL underscore matcher. DL underscore matcher table. Right? I don't need a module. That's fine. Just removing it. So now what I need, I'm just creating. I don't even need an application. Let's create it. Okay. Now come down. Go to form design. Okay. Then write down your choices. Sports. I would recommend do the same whatever you have in the source. Replicate the same thing here. Don't change anything there. Grade A. Yeah, B. Yes. And, okay. Okay. Now close this. Go to show list. When sports, you got sports grade A in sports. Subject, you got grade A, and overall grade is grade A. Perfect. Right? Remove this and then order. When you got grade A here, and overall grade is grade A. Very good. Grade B, and overall is grade B. Grade C, and overall is grade C. Grade A, grade B, overall is grade B. Like this, you can write multiple combinations, right? So when you have created a matchup table, what is the next step that we are going to do? We're going to define a data lookup definitions, right? Go to data lookup definitions. Okay, go to data lookup definitions and create a new data lookup definition. Okay, so what is the data lookup definitions is some data data lookup. Okay, what is a source table? What is a matcher table? Right? Now you understand why we need to extend this table with the data lookup matcher, because if you say this, we will only see 4 tables being replicated here, right? So what does it mean? If you don't extend this table with this particular table with data underscore matcher, this should have not been displayed here, right? Yes, update, submit. Okay, now come down. Okay. Then here we will define matcher fields and setter fields. This one we use matcher fields and setter fields. Matcher fields, hit on new. When sports in the matcher, sports in the matcher matches, exact lookup matches, then fine. Then subject matches. Exact lookup matches subject. So when subject and sports matches, what field that need to be set? That is overall grade, right? So overall. Oops. Always yes. Perfect. Right? Now you go back. Grade A. Grade B. Grade C. And grade C is equal to grade C. Grade A and grade B is equal to, but we didn't have a section. Now, so if I wanted to have another section here, right? If I wanted to have another section, what should I do? Grade B and grade A. Now say now I have a new combination, which is a person got subjects grade C in subjects and grade A in sports. So his overall grade should be grade B. So this combination, where should I set up this combination?
Matcher table.
in the match table, right? In the match table, we will select this, right? Simply what I need to do, I need to go to the table and come down, table, go to match table, go to the show form, grade C. I mean, the person got grade A in sports, subject he got grade C, and overall grade is grade B. Right? Student information. Subjects, poor guy got grade C, but sports he played well, then overall grade is grade B. Right? Like this, they will perform this. So if it's a one field, one choice field is depending on other choice field, that we can write a dependency. But there is one choice field, it need to be dependent on more fields, right? You want more than one field, then you will prefer data and lookup definitions. Okay, I hope it's clear. Any doubts? No doubt so far? Yes, no, all right, are we good? Okay, very good. So that's about the data lookup definitions. Okay, now moving on to the other thing, right? So let me ask you this. I told you we will, how many instances we will have in production? How many instances we will have in organization? We will have, we have to go into organization, we will have how many? How many ServiceNow instances we will have? Am I audible? Am I audible,
Yes,
guys?
audible. Yep.
How many ServiceNow instances we will have when you go into organization? I said sorry.
Dev environment, security, and production.
We will have dev environment, okay, development environment, user acceptance testing, yes, user
Okay, UA.
Production.
acceptance testing, and you have UAT, and you will have
Production.
live, which is called a production. Okay,
Yeah.
called production. So we will have 3 instances, right? So always remember your UAT is always a clone copy. It should be a clone copy of production, right? Some organizations do maintain, some organizations do not maintain, but as per the best practices, it should be the same. It should look as same as the production environment. Okay, that's right. Now moving into other thing. Okay, now you are assigned with some project. Now you are assigned with a project. Okay, what is your project? They got some use case, right? So create a custom application. Create a custom application. Okay, called solo. Okay, and module called distribution uh, distributors. Okay, distributors. In that we need a fields called okay distributor name, distributor name, distributor location. Okay, distributor location, uh, city, country, city, and comments. Okay. So this is what you need to do, right? Distributor name is a reference field to refer to some sys underscore user table, and location is also a reference field, and it will do CML underscore location, CML underscore location, and country is a choice field. Okay, where it's like India, USA, and the UK. And then you will have city, which is Hyderabad, New Delhi, okay, something like this, and comments. So who is going to help me in creating it? I would like to give my screen controls to them. Before I do that, okay, so let me tell you, right? So this project is being handed over to you, and you need to work on this, right? Always remember, when you work on this project, what is the first thing that you need to do? You need to move this project, okay? You need to move this project to UAT, correct? How do you move this project to UAT? The very first thing what you need to do when you go into organization, sitting in front of the computer, you started working on thing, the very first thing that you need to do, you need to create a new update set. What is update set? What is update set? Update set is a record. Update set is a kind of record which records everything you do in the instance when it is in in progress mode. Okay. So when it is in progress mode, it records everything what you do, all inserts, all updates, right? All inserts, all updates will be recorded here, right? So by default, you will see a default update set. By default, you will see a default update set. Okay. By default, you will see a default update set. So what is the first thing that I need to do? Now I've got assigned with this. I need to working on it. Then what will I do here is, okay, the very first thing I do, I will create my own update set for this, right? I will create my own update set. What is the current update we see here? If you see, click on the gear icon, and if you go to developer, you will see show update set picker in the header. Enable this. Okay, enable this. When you enable this, what do you see? Default is an update set, right? Default is by default, it will be default. If you don't create an update set, whatever you do, everything will be recorded in this default update set. So I want to show you update sets. Okay, this is an update set global. See this? You will have, Narayana data lookup, choice 2, choice 1, choice 5, and you will have, all these things. Everything, whatever you created, mobile agent, NAR administration, custom set user, student information, everything what I do, that is recorded here, right? So similarly, whatever you are, if it's a new project that you are handling it, the very first thing what you need to do, you need to create your own update set there, right? So how do you create own update set? Local update set. Go to local update set. Go to local update set and hit on OK. Create new update set. Okay. Create new update set. What table will update set will be in what table all update set will be there here is the table name is underscore update underscore set. Okay. Update set table. Update set table. Okay. So now open this. For example, if you open this, come down, open this, right? Come on, change it, right? So this is an interview question, right? All your update set will be in sys underscore update set. but all your updated data will be in sys underscore update underscore XML. Okay, all your data. What is data? Whatever it is recorded. Whatever the thing it is recorded, it will be in the sys underscore update underscore XML data, right? So that is one thing, remember, right? Let me paste it. Okay, now, so now we'll start fresh, right? I'm going to create a new update set. Okay, update set name is Sony application push. Change the status to progress, and always select as submit and make current. If you click on submit, a new record will be created in sys underscore update set. But if you click on submit and make current, it will change the default update set to Sony application. Click on now. You will see a message. Your current update set has been changed to Sony application. Right? Now, from now onwards, whatever the thing that you do, everything will be recorded. Everything will be recorded. Now, what am I going to do? I need to achieve this use case. What is the use case? Is so create this application, right? Sony application. Who is going to create it? Anybody wanted to create? As expected. Okay. Now table. Go to table. I'm going to create a new application called Sony and module called distributors under the Sony application, right? So let me create a new application. Distributors. Okay. Then it is under the application called Sony. Okay. Now, and as usually, I'm going to create as auto numbers and submit. Right. A new application has been created. What is the application name? Distributor. Now if I reload it, Sony. Okay, distributors. What are the things that they require? So distributor name, distributor location, choice country, etc. Right? So let me design the form. Configure form design. Okay, and so reference field, right? Reference field that is referred to this underscore the table. Okay. Okay. This is one, right? And what else? You can just change it to 2 columns. Right? Let's play around. So these are all the fields that we require to create, right? So save. My new table is created, as well as I've also created a couple of fields here, right? If you read on the page, see, now I just go ahead and select a user, John Newton, and he's belong to some location, something, and he's belong to USA, right? A record is created. So now the use case is completed, right? So whatever the use case that I've been given to, this is complete. Okay. Now, so it is in what update set we have? We are currently in Sony application now, right? So now go to local update set. Okay. Now go to local update set. and open the Sony application. See, whatever we created, everything is added. Everything is added. Everything is added. Correct? So now what we need to do, you need to, this update set need to move to your UAT. Correct? So now state, change the status to complete. Okay? Change this, you must need to change the status to complete. Otherwise, your test instance will not be able to retrieve this update set. Okay? Now save. As soon as you completed, your update set will move change to default now, right? Your current update set has been changed to default. The reason is the update set Sony application was closed. That's fine, right? Now I'll go into developer instance. Do you have an instance ready? Anybody, please respond. Amit, do you have an instance open?
Actually, I'm on mobile today, so it is not open. My laptop is not open.
Santosh, Soumya,
Yeah, I have my instance open.
yeah. Can I give you the? Can you give me the instance, please? Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to ping it?
Yeah, please bring it. And I also need your user ID and password.
I'm pinging you on WhatsApp.
No WhatsApp, just ping it here, no? No, whatever, wherever you feel comfortable. Let's do it.
Ping you, Vijay.
Oh, you sent me in WhatsApp? Okay. I didn't receive, Santosh.
1 second. Sorry, my mobile data was off. Yeah, you should have got it now.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so it is dev 117357 dot service hyphen dot. Okay, this is Santosh instance, and let's consider this as a as what? As a test instance. Okay. Oh my God, will I be able to read this?
No, I just copy pasted it. I've still not changed. Sorry.
Ah, thank God. Okay. Now this is a, consider this as a test instance, right? So what you need to do, you need to retrieve a completed update set called Sony application from your developer instance, right? So what you need to do, go to update sources. Okay, update sources, create a new remote instance in your test instance, whatever I'm doing it in the test instance, right? Click on new, right? Give it a name, okay, test, and give the URL of this developer instance, right? Done. And username and password of developer instance, okay, my instance. I am trying to connect my instance from Santosh instance, right? My instance is the developer instance, Santosh instance is a test instance. So I am trying to connect to developer instance from test instance, okay, test connection. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. Oh, what was my password? Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, connection is okay. Submit. So now I am successfully able to connect to developer instance from test instance. Now open this. You see this, what it has? Retrieve completed update sets. Right? So click on it. What it does, whichever the instances that are marked as completed in the developer instance will be retrieved now. Right? So what instance, what update set is marked as completed? Sony application. Right? So now see that. Down. Retrieved update set is Sony application. Right? Open this. Right? So 27 records are inserted, right? So this is this distributor, country, number, all the things come into here. Very good, perfect. Whatever we did, everything is coming here. So now click on commit updates. Do not disturb while it's loading. It will create a lot of mess. So if you disturb it, right? So succeeded. Now if you see this, see this is on this instance. Distributor comment, distributor, and one record, right? It refers to this user, it refers to common locations, right? And we have a country field called India, USA, UK. Correct? One thing you need to remember, right? So that's how it is. Like, we record everything in the developer, we mark our update set as completed and move it to the test instance, right? One thing you need to remember, records will not move to update set. What is record? If you create 50 incidents record as part of a testing, that will not move to testing. Only the schema will be moved, right? Only the schema will be moved. Okay. Any questions?
Is this a type of migration or a kind of deployment from test to
Your voice
production?
is not audible, Santosh.
Hello.
Yeah.
So this is something related to deployment or migration, right? From production to test or test to production.
No. It's a regular process, right? I don't know what you mean by deployed, but when you do your work, you have to move into test, right? To someone do a testing team will do a testing, then it is moved to the production.
Yeah.
So implement test transfer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Good. Very good. TK. Yeah. No questions. All right. We'll meet tomorrow. Yeah. Bye bye. See you.
Thanks, Vijay. Bye.